In this week's Those Who Serve, we're bringing an organization to your attention that some have called the best kept secret among the VA's medical system. Aaron Moss, outreach specialist for the Minot Vet Center, says it provides readjustment counseling for a wide range of qualified veterans. Some examples of those who qualify are veterans with military sexual trauma, combat deployed, or mobilized National Guard. Moss says veterans don't need to be enrolled in VA healthcare because the Vet Center is a separate government entity. The center is free of charge and has no cap on sessions, including group counseling.
We are there to address those needs and help them to kind of better navigate situations in their life that might be causing barriers to just normal enjoyment of life.
Now, if you have any questions about whether you'll qualify, we'll leave their number on our website.